Alright, so we got Unit 6 Practice 11, and we have some similar polygons, quadrilaterals here, and biggest key ticket is that, pull this out a little bit, give me some more stability, there we go. I got DKLM and PRTS are similar, so D, I'm gonna name these like this. D and R, so this is R and D. They're together. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Hold on, that's way wrong. All right, so P and D to go together. D and P to go together. So D and P. So this is P. Not ink. I guess I'm gonna go with blue. All right, so P and D go together. Okay. K and T go together. So K and T go together. All right. L and S go together. So L and S. L and R. L and R. L and R go together. And then M and S. And M and S. M and S go together. So those are the paired vertices. All right, I did it on both of them, so then I can figure out the line segment pairs and all that stuff nice and easy. Okay, I did the parenthetical matching this time instead of the symbolic matching. So I'm going to go with line segments in orange now. All right, so I'm going to pair my line segments in orange. So MD is 21. All right, so now I'm not going to, like we did with congruent sides, I'm not going to copy the line segments over because they're similar. They're not congruent. So MD is 21. I'm going to do my big triangle in orange. MD is 21. DK, that's a big triangle one. That's 4y minus 2. KL, that's a big triangle one. That's 6x plus 3. LM, that's a big triangle one. That's 36. That's a big triangle one. That's all my lengths. PT, I'll make PT green, I guess. This is little triangle. Not to be controlled with or confused with large. All right, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, PT. PT is 10. That's PT. TR on my little triangle is 11. That's 11. And then RS on my little triangle, that's RS is indeed RS is 12. Is 12. Okay, so I've transposed all the information correctly onto my drawings. All right, that's what you should do. All right, if you don't do that and you just try to like figure it out and like just by looking at it, you're gonna make a mistake most likely. All right, so here we go. Now I got to look to see what kind of pairs I can compare to here that don't have a variable in them. Right, so ignore that, and all right, 21 pairs up with PS. PS is blank, so I can't use that one. 12 pairs up with RS. RS. We're good. We can use RS. What about KD? KD, that's a variable. So I have to use this one, RS to, that's RR. Wait a minute, that's a mistake. RR. R is supposed to be with L. So this one pairs L. Oops, that didn't make any sense. There we go. L. There we go. That makes more sense. So L, S. Oh, that's SS too. Look at that. That's M's. Oops. Okay, that makes more sense. Right. So LS. So LM. It's paired up with LM is paired up with SR. Is SR? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So these two pairs are similar pair. What do I call them? I keep forgetting that word. Anyway, similar paired up, corresponding paired companions. No, that's not the word I always use. Man, I always forget that word. Anyway, these are the ones that you're going to use to make up your proportionality, right? And I like to use a little proportionality, the one that's less than 1, right? So it doesn't tell me which one I need to figure out. It doesn't tell me like I have to use this one. So I'm going to go little over big, right? So my proportionality is going to be little over big. So little, I'll do it over here, little, and divided by big, big equals 36 divided by 12. And that's going to equal, let's do 36 divided by 12 real quick. 12 divided by 36. Yeah, that's not focused anymore. That's 0.3333 repeating, and if you do that whole, you don't recognize the fraction right away. That's a third. So that's 1 to 3. That's 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Or if I wanted my inverse, this is my shrink. And my growth fraction is 3 to 1, or 3. So this is 3 times the size of this one, right? So that's cool. If that comes in handy later, we'll see. I don't know. Right, so let's figure out x here. I gotta find out. Okay, this one has an x in it. And do I have any more that have an x in it? No. All right, so, but this is my big triangle. My big triangle, my ratio is also usable in 3 ratio again. All right, so 1/3, 1/3 equals, all right, so my big ratio is 6x plus 3, and what is this one's counterpart? That's the word I was looking for. Counterpart. What is this one's counterpart? This one's counterpart is TR, right? Or RT, right? So it's 11. All right, so this one is 11 here. All right, so I have to cross multiply. Right, so 6x plus 3. That's 1 times the quantity of 6x plus 3 equals, and then I multiply 3 times 11 equals 33. Okay. All right, because that's our big one over our little one. Little one over big, or sorry, little one over big. So that's the way we're going to do that one. All right, so now I got to add. I'm going to subtract 3's from both sides. Right? I'm going to take away 3 from both sides. Minus 3. Minus 3. It's going to be 6x equals 30. Therefore, if I do 30 divided by 6, I have x equals 5. Okay, that's cool. All right, so x equals 5. So here I can go 6x is 30 plus 3. This is going to equal 33. And does that ask that down here? Yeah, it does. KL is 33. All right. And then my y value. Where does it give me? 4y. That's my little over big again. So I got 1 over 3 equals, all right, so my big value is 4y minus 2, right? And then my value to multiply that one is going to be my corresponding counterpart is TP. So TP is going to be, I'm going to multiply that by 10. All right, so therefore I'm going to have 30 equals 1 times the quantity of 4y minus 2 is going to be 4y minus 2. Okay, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So add 2 to both sides. That's going to be 32 equals 4y. And then I'll just go 32 divided by 4. And that equals y equals 8. So y is going to equal 8 here. All right. So if my y equals 8, 4 times 8. 8 times 4 is 30. Subtract 2. That's going to be 30. Now, if my math is right, I'm going to have a 1 to 3 ratio. Right, because that's 1 to 3 ratio. So 1 to 3. That's right, 1 to 3. And 12 to 30. Wait, no, that's right. 10 to 30. That's 1 to 3 ratio. Yeah, so my math works out. That works out just fine. All right, so my DK, I just did that one. DK was 30. Oh, why did I make that blue? That should have been orange. That should have been orange. This is now 30. So DK is 30. Oh, what's SP? Well, SP is going to be a shrink of a 1/3 ratio of from DM to SP, and it's going to be 1/3 of 21. So 21 times 1 equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. So this is going to be 7. So that's going to be a green 7. It's supposed to be green. It's going to be a green 7. So there we go. That's 7. All right. So there you go. Hope that makes a lot of sense. Now we'll move on to the angle measures. All right. So now we just start identifying the angle measures here, and we just look at the vertices D, S, K, M, S, right, and kind of identifying the pairs up here. Okay, D. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Well, I see what my wife wants. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're starting to look at the angles, focusing on the vertices here. All right, and I have angle D and P. See if I have anything with angle D or P in the same. I've got angle D and angle P. Look at that. They're the same. Angle D and angle P. I've already identified those are the same, and they both have X in them, right? So angle D and angle P, they both say they're equal to that. It's just that this one is over here and this one is over here, right? But we know that because this is technically this angle MDK, and this one's technically angle SPT, but we know that these things, because they're similar polygons, we know that the measures of those are equal. So we can say that 12x plus 15 equals 14x minus 5, right? because measure of angle M and then measure of angle D, measure of angle S, and measure of P and D are the same. Oh man, okay. All right, so I'm going to keep my variables positive and subtract 12 from both sides. All right, so it's going to be 2x. That means I'm going to add 5 to both sides. That's going to be 20. So that means my x is going to be equal to 10. X equals 10. So if my x equals 10, then my measure of angle dk here is going to be 120 plus 15, and that's going to be equal to 135 degrees. Okay, so then measure of angle y is angle M and angle S. Angle M and angle S, they're the same thing, right? So I can set them equal to each other. So it's going to be 13y minus 18. I don't know why I put the parentheses there. I don't need to. Equals 8y plus 12, because they're the same measure, so I can set them equal to each other. Keep my variable positive, so I'll subtract y from both sides, 8y from both sides. 13 minus 8 is 5y. So I need to add 18 to both sides. 18 plus 12 is 30. That means y equals 30 equals 6. So, oh, I got someone coming in to say hello. Alright, so y equals 6. Alright, so if y equals 6, then pt, t equal, oh yeah, well t is the same as k. So if t is the same as k, and t and k are the same. Alright, t and k are the same, that means k is 115, means ptr is 115, and then psr is this one, so 13 times, what was it, 6 minus 18, that means that one is 60 degrees. These are all in degrees. Okay, now moving on to the next page. Alright, so this is kind of similar to what we had before. Alright, so I have, we'll go triangle big and triangle little again. So triangle big is this outer triangle. That was ugly, but okay. Triangle little is this inner triangle, the blue color here. Okay, so little and big. Okay, and let's start labeling some stuff. Now these are similar, right? So if I want to do the paired things, I don't think I need to. Let's see if I need to. All right, so dm is 6. That's on the little one. So this is 6. I'll just do color coding for now. dm is 6. dg, that's a little one. That's 4. And so dm is 6. dg is 4. nb, that's a big one. That's 21. Right. And then I have mg, that's a little one. 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. BG, that's a big one. 13x minus 1.5. Alright, so that is what I know. So, what proportion can I use? This is little triangle. Little triangle. So this is specifically asking me what is the ratio or scale factor of little to big and GB to big. Alright, so this is going to L divided by B, just like I like it. So what lines can I use? Well, the only thing I really have is this is lined up pretty well. It's not like twisted or flipped or flopped or nothing. So it's pretty obvious that I have 6 and 21. These are the corresponding man, what's that word I just keep using? Anyway, these are the corresponding pair coordinate or pairs line segments. So I'm going to use 6 on my top and 21 on my bottom. Let's see how ugly of a fraction this turns out to be. And F to D is 7, 2 7s, not too ugly. 2 7s. That's my scale factor for a shrink. And then if I wanted to go from big to little or little to big, I'm gonna have to go. This is go to big for little. I gotta go multiply that from scale factor from little to big. From little to big, I'd have to go from 7 halves to go if I want to make it from big to little. Right. So anyway, right. So I guess if going from little to big, this would be my answer right here. So if I want to grow, this is asking me for a growth. I want to go big to little. So this is my actual 3.5, which was 3.5. Right. So if I want to do this, look at my 2 7s. I can invert that, and I'll flip that. I'm gonna pause it. My wife was asking me something. All right. So now we're gonna solve for x. So we have. Oh man, everything's all flippy floppy here. Okay. So now we have our going from our ratio of our long line segment to our little line segment. So we'll go, our 7 halves, 7 over our big over little. So our big line segment is 13x minus 1.5. Right, 13x minus 1.5. Our little line segment is 2x plus 3. All right, now we just have to do some cross multiplication of binomials. Okay, so the first one is going to be 7 times 2x plus 3, so 7 times 2x is 14x plus 21, because 7 times 3 is 21. That's going to be equal to 2 times 13. 2 times 13 is 26x. And then we have minus 3. Right, so it's going to be, there we go, that's how you do that one. Right, I'm going to keep my variables positive. So I'm going to subtract 14x from both sides. So that's going to be 26 minus 14 is 12x. And I'm going to add 3 to both sides. 24 equals 12x. So x is going to be equal to 2. Okay. So what is the length of BG? Well, BG is going to be 13 times 2 minus 1.5. and that's 24.5. Right, and then you can check out what the blue one is by 2 times 2 plus 3. I mean, this is 7, right? So if you do 7 divided by 24.5, that is your ratio, right? So there you go. So the next one is consider these. All right, so I guess right here is where it's valuable to label some parenthetical pairs here. So what are your pairs here? N and D, D and N, G and G, B and M, and N and B. Those are where they're all paired up at. Okay, so N, does N have a pair anywhere? Oh, looking for a D. There you go. Those are paired up. Do those with blue. And then we'll do oranges with, I guess this one, M and B. And so these guys. Alright, so our Y's are paired up. That's convenient. And our X's are paired up. So that's convenient. So all you got to do is set this one and this one equal to each other and solve for Y. And this one equal to each other, and you'll solve for B, because you see how B and M are equal by the same one. B and M, those are your vertices of that middle one. Right? Don't rack your brain out of like these three things here, right? B, M, right? G, this is G, M, G, 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 B, N. Oh man, that's tough, right? You can verify, and then G, M, D. Yeah, they're the same vertices, right? So solve for X. It's going to be 5X minus 5 equals 4X plus 10. All right, take that 4, move it to the left, or add 4 to both sides. That's going to be X, or no, hold on, it's going to subtract X from both sides, 4X from both sides. That's going to be X, and then going to add, we're going to add 5X to both sides, so that's going to be X equals 15. So our X value is going to be equal to 15. Our Y value here is going to be 20Y plus 10 equals 25y minus 5. Right, keep our variable positive, subtract 20y from both sides. Right, it's going to be 5y, then add 5 to both sides. Right, so 5y equals, so y equals 3. Okay, so now we just kind of plug and chug here. So our angle N here is 20y plus 10. So 20 times 3 is 60. Plus 10 is 70. Well, you can't see that. So 20 times 20. Oh, y is 3. Yeah, so 20 times 3 is 60. Plus 10 is 70. B, G, and so B is the this. Oh, so B, GN, GBN is 4 times X. So 4 times 15 plus 10, also 70. And then G, angle G in the middle. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, angle G is going to be, right, so if we have the sum of those two angles, right, so it's going to be 180 minus 70 plus 70 equals, because the interior angle's of the triangle equals 180, so it's going to be 140. 180 minus 140, which is going to be equal to 40 degrees. Alright, so that's how you do that one. Hope you guys understand it. Pretty straightforward if you just come at it with a little simple, easy approach. And I'll post this here right now.